Hello there, vinyl community. This is JJ from 22 Explosive Hits. Just want to give my answers to the soul tag that's out there right now. I just had a great interview I enjoyed, and I want to give my answers to the soul tag. I went through my stuff, and this is what I have. So let's get started. The first one I have is James Ingram's 100 Ways. It's on the After Hours Kate Tell that I have. This James Ingram's greatest hits. I wanted to get it on vinyl, but it's really expensive right now. I'm hoping they re-release it, based on his death and stuff. But yeah, 100 Ways. It's actually Quincy Jones featuring James Ingram. It's on the back of this record. It's called After Hours. It's probably the first Kate Tell record that I actually bought ever in my life. So it's right here. So that's my first soul album I would consider ever bought because I bought this with my allowance when I was a little kid. Um, Joel Motown album, one of my favorites of all time. Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On." I have this one right here. Here's the front. Here's the back. Great concept album from the 1971. Amazing. I mean, this is just a great record, and I remember just being blown away. I mean, everyone was blown away by Michael Jackson's routine at the 25th anniversary, but him coming back was also a big deal at that time. So kudos to that, and I really love that performance that happened right before he died. The next question is: show a recent soul album you bought. Coincidentally, I went to Target on the yellow tag sale. I posted a video about the yellow tags, and I got this one, the Stax Greatest Hits. This one includes Hold On, I'm Coming, Knock on Wood, Soul Man, Mr. Big Stuff, the theme from Shaft. It's definitely soul stuff right here. And I actually it's brand new vinyl. I haven't even opened it yet. It was priced at $21.99. I got it for $10 at Target on the yellow tag reduction. So that was pretty cool. The next one that's on here is show a 45 or 12 inch that's soul. The one I'm going to show is a 45 of We Are Family. So there you go. We Are Family by Sister Sledge. Here's my 45 record. I picked this up at a local record store. My daughter actually picked this out for me. So it's pretty nice. The next one is show a live soul album. I don't have a live soul album, so I'm going to have to pass on that question. The next one is who's your all-time favorite male singer? He's not really soul, but a lot of um, people have actually, love this album and kind of embrace it as kind of a bit soulful. Is Billy Joel's "The Stranger," and in particular the song "Just the Way You Are" is on "The Stranger," and I think it's a very soulful hit, kind of the way he portrayed it. He also did another good one too, "Baby Grand" that he did with Ray Charles as well. I have the bridge. I just didn't show that one, but that's another good one as well that he did. So he is my favorite singer of all time. I know him inside and out. I can do his whole catalog in my head without even needing to look things up. So I'm a big, huge fan of his. I've always have been. I'm sad that he stopped recording after '93 anything new, but I still enjoy his stuff. Next one is favorite female singer. She's in my soundtracks here. On the Fame soundtrack, I really like Irene Cara. She's really good. She did the theme from Fame, also the theme from Flashdance. Actually, if I want to get real trivial, the theme from DC Cab she also did with Mr. T, if you remember that movie. She has a really good hit. I don't know if it was a hit or not, but it's a really good song off this record called "Out Here on My Own." And then on a side note, um, on this record is also a song called "Is It Okay If I Call You Mine" and "Dogs in the Yard." And that's actually done by I forget his name, but he's an actor. He was in RoboCop. He's got the red hair. He was also with Dr. McCrane on ER. So he's also, but he on this album he also has some amazing tracks as well. Just wanted to point that out. The next one I have is show a funk record. I'm gonna pick Neon Nights, K-Tel, another K-Tel mix. This has Let It Whip by the Daz Band, Super Freak by Rick James, um, Call Me by Sky, Controversy by Prince, You Got the Power by War, Get Down on It by Kool and the Gang, A Night to Remember by Shalimar. Really good, a lot of good soulful stuff on this. Actually, funk songs on this one. That's really good. Really enjoyed this record. I got this from a friend who wanted to add to my KTEL collection, so I didn't even pay for this one. Okay, next one is Show Exploitation. I'm gonna go with my Apple Music collection that I have. Before I got back into physical collecting, I pretty much took a lot of my stuff just to make room in my house and transferred it all to digital. So one of the soundtracks I transferred to digital that I did have physical media, but now I don't know where it is. It was the soundtrack to, so you can see that. I'm gonna get you, sucker. It's a really, really funny film. The best scene in there is still Chris Rock asking for the soda in his hand. It makes me crack up every time. Keenan Ivory Wayans did this movie as kind of his homage to the blaxploitation films and kind of make fun of how stupid a lot of them were. But it's a really good movie as well as a good soundtrack. I really enjoy it. Jermaine Jackson's on there, I believe, and a bunch of other artists. But this one is in my Apple Music, and I listen to this one all the time. The next question is. The next question is. Okay, show us your favorite soul album. I'm going to go with another KTEL, Sold Out. 20 original hits by 20 original artists. I want to get this record. This one in particular is broken, doesn't work. A buddy of mine asked me to try to clean this one up for him, but it does have a lot of really cool stuff on it. It has Rock the Boat, Best Thing That Ever Happened by Gladys Knight and the Pips, I Can't Leave You Alone by George McCree, I Wish It Was Me by Tyrone Davis. I believe it, yeah, that's Jungle Boogie by Kool and the Gang, made popular by Quentin Tarantino. Also, You Little Trust Maker and Skin Tight by the Ohio Players. Great KTEL mix. This was as seen on TV, sold in department stores and everything during its release. The next one is show us I don't have a 60s they don't have a 60s record, but I have a 70s. I'm gonna go with Mindbender. Original hits by original stars. This one has I Love the Roller Coaster, You Sexy Thing by Hot Chocolate. This one also has on here, let's see, what's the other one I wanted to point out? They just can't stop it. The games people play by the Spinners. This has a lot of good stuff on it. This one was actually released in 1976. It's another KTEL that I have in my collection. A lot of my soul records are on the KTEL compilations that I have. The next one is show one from the 80s. I'm going to show Dancer. There's also it's interesting, this one is a Canadian release also called Dancer, spelled Danser. But this is the Dancer, the American release. This one has on here Celebration by Kool and the Gang, It's a Love Thing by the Whispers, All American Girls by Sister Sledge, Too Tight, Stomp by Brothers Johnson, Funky Town by Lips Inc., made popular by Shrek, and also He's So Shy by the Pointer Sisters. Great 80s compilation. A lot of soul, a lot of funk. It's fun. It's a really fun record. If you ever could catch the compilation on this one. The next one that you have on here is show an all-time duet album. I'm going to go with another KTEL, Together. What better way to get duets than Together? And on this one, on the compilation album is Reunited by Peaches and Herb. Also has a really good hit by Commodores called Three Times a Lady. But the Peaches and Herb is the one I'm going to go with for a duet. The other one I liked that I was also going to grab was Too Much Too Little by Johnny Mathis. I really like that one also. It's a really cool duet. Too much, too little, too late to ever try. Great stuff. Love it. Love that record, and it's on one of my other KTELs as well. For the last one, my favorite soul song of all time. I just got this on vinyl, but I've had this on. I have two versions of the CD actually. Probably lost one and I recovered it or something. CDs get buried in my car. On this one, I'm going to go with the Commitments. This is all soul, done by Irish singers. Amazing stuff. Andrew Strong, who was only 16 at the time, has an amazing voice. But who also has an amazing voice is the guy who is the manager in the movie. He was actually originally intended to be one of the lead singers, and he actually sang a song that's on the soundtrack called Treat Her Right, and it is just a great soul, on key, on edge soul recreation of that sound of the soul from the 60s and 70s. And it's a really fun movie how they kind of really reject a lot of stuff of Elvis and of things like that to really promote the soul and what they stood for was the working class, and that's what soul is all about. This movie did a really good job of going through that. So this is the commitments. Here's the front, and here's the back of the record. But again, the guy who plays the manager in the movie, Jimmy. He's the one who actually sings, and he actually does tour with the group as well recently. So it's really good stuff. I do recommend you check it out. So that is my Soul Tag video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's just remember, vinyl community. Let's lift each other up rather than bring each other down. Have a great day.